Welcome to Moments with Mimi. Today we're going to talk about the law of relativity. It's all relative to your perception, and you're the only one that perceives what you perceive, so it's all relative. So if you're living under a bridge, living in an apartment is, pretty rich. If you live in a middle-class neighborhood and you see mansions, that's you're rich. Everybody's idea or perception on what something is theirs. There's plenty for all. You can have whatever you want. The point is, what do you want? And, what makes you happy? So these are the things you think about and you determine. So when you're determining the things that you're thinking about, you keep that in mind. It's all relative. What would make you happy? So if someone comes to you and says, oh yeah, I don't believe all this, or you did it like that, or whatever, you'd have this mansion and you'd have this and you'd have servants all over the place, and I'm sorry, that's your idea of what happy is. My idea of happy is this. And you don't apologize for your life. That's dipping down into a victim mentality. And you sure as heck don't give them what you caught. That's your fish. You tell them how to catch fish. That's how you share. That's how you raise up another. You don't lock them into their state. It's all relative. Everyone can be, the state that they're in. That is the role they play. They're being the best that they can be. It's not like that's what they really are. They're not. It's an actor. And the actor is you. And you are amazing and magnificent. And the one, sin, and Neville Goddard boiled it down to there's only 2 commandments. Only 2 things that are commanded out of you, which is the Shema, which is the Jewish prayer of, we are all one, and to love your consciousness and love yourself with all your heart, your soul, and your body, to love it all, and to know that we're only one. And so you're speaking to the one and all, always. So if you know that, then the second commandment is automatic, which is treat others like you want to be treated. Treat them as, they're your family. You may not agree with everything your brother or sister or mom or dad say, but you love them. You always love them. And one of the things that you come to realize is there are no enemies. It's all relative. It's an adversary at worst. And if you don't have an adversary, then there's no game to play. The game's over. You shook hands and you love each other, and now you're at the pub having a beer. So, together. So, it's really your best friend. Yeah, y'all get mad at each other and you fight each other, but, objective man and spiritual man are really best friends. And too much to one side or the other is an imbalance. So keep a focus on it, that it's always relative to your perception. It's what you're thinking. It ties back to the law of one. And a lot of people don't understand how important that law is. It's everything else. Everything else is based on that one. It's who you are. And then the second, uh, the law of liberty, is the other part of you, and together, those you're making those two come together as one in man's body. You're basically physically tying the two parts of the brain, the subconscious and the conscious, through the pineal gland, imagination. 3, pyramid, diamond. These are the strongest geometrical shapes. You got 3 primary colors. You got primary numbers. it's, it's all relative. So if you understand that, then you can always see that it's always getting better. It's always good, it's always abundant, and everything is coming out of you. All right, so that 100-year-old tree with those big limbs and those millions of leaves, that's you. You drew that. That was drawn out of you by the one and all, and placed there for you to see. Isn't that wonderful? It's things like that. So if you can keep that kind of focus on it, then it becomes pretty easy to appreciate everything you have, because it really is all relative. If you have a roof over your head, well, there's others that don't, and this is why they're there. They're not your enemy. They're not your adversary. You're not there to stop them from being the best, whatever they want to be, but you are there to help raise them up and recognize the core inside of them. Okay, if you want to be a beggar, go be the best beggar you can be. You want to be a thief, go be the best thief you can be. Be the best. And the cream rises to the top, and you will be rewarded no matter what it is. So just go be your best, and it's always good. It's always relative. So hope that helps. Blessings to you, and thank you for being you. A special shout out to my patrons. I love them. They support me, and they help keep these things going. I don't like to constantly remind people like and subscribe. I don't get that. If you like this, I hope you'll subscribe and click the bell, because every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings. Yeah. Y'all take care and have a great day. Blessings to you. And thank you for being you. You're magnificent.